Black Oni.
This is Solid Snake, and you are now listening to the Black Oni Podcast. So pay some damn attention. Damn.
There we go. And welcome everyone to today's show. I hope you all are as excited as I am today for today's podcast. Now, first and foremost, before I get into any of the nitty-gritty of today's show, I want to first introduce the audio lover and Big Cheese to the mix, our guest for today's show. So let's start with you, audio lover. Who are you, man? What do you do? What's going on with you?
Yeah, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm the audio lover, living organism, vibrantly expressing reality. I do a lot of YouTube videos that pertain to GTA, PS3 stuff, futurism stuff. I'm a round the way futurist. I love, predicting and looking at trends and things like that when it comes to technology and just how we're gonna move and progress in society. So you can check me out on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch at The Audio Lover. And that's for all my living organisms vibrantly expressing reality, man. Yeah, that's me.
Shout out The Audio Lover. Thank you again for your time and for being here, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's always a pleasure, man. And we have our special guest with us today, Big Cheese, KIT. What's up, man?
Finally, the Gouda has come to the Black Oni Podcast. How's everybody doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Give people the lowdown real quick about who you are, what you do, and then we'll jump right into our icebreaker and then our interview, so that my community, incidentally enough, people in my community, most of them know you, but there's going to be some people who don't. So this is a great opportunity for everyone to get to know you a little bit better. So yeah, give us the lowdown.
All right. Well, first of all, my name is Big Cheese. I go by Big Cheese KIT. KIT means keep in touch. Doesn't mean kit. Doesn't mean bundle. Doesn't mean a snack pack. None of that stuff. All right. It just means keep in touch. KIT. I say I'm from Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm a variety streamer, entertainer for Nappy Boy Gaming. T-Pain's Nappy Boy Gaming, that is. And like I say, I'm just a regular guy that likes to stream, almost every day of the week and short walks on the beach and positive community on my side. And melanin 100%. I check my heritage. You know what I'm saying? They say I'm 100% melanin. All right. So don't get it twisted. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to be a part of this environment, this community. And thank you for having me, man.
Always a pleasure, man. It's been a while since we got to do anything together. So I'm excited because I just did a video earlier today talking about it. But stuff like this is just an excuse, an opportunity to connect with some of my friends, and playing games with them is another way to just like catch up. So I'm excited to shoot the shit with you, man.
Hey, I'm happy to wait. I need to talk to people for this shit that you shooting. So give me a second. Hold on.
Hey man, just get yourself. Just you see that bidet that she was repping. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Yeah, I'm out for bidet.
Yes.
That was wild, man. Y'all need to stop putting these ads on here with just music, man. You can't do that. You're going to need a voice actor in the background. Y'all got to stop doing this, man.
So let's jump right into our icebreaker, which today is going to be which Black creator inspires you the most. And this could be current, like inspires you now, or it could be inspired you in the past in a meaningful way. It could be either of those things.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy about having a Black creator that's inspiring me is that there's a few of them. You see what I'm saying? It's never just one. And it goes like, it's like men and women that inspire me as far as being creative. I'm going to give a major shout out to Cleopatra Jones. She is definitely unique at what she does. And she's not afraid of being herself. And I'm definitely inspired by that, because there's a lot of people out there that put on this persona to act like they don't want to be themselves, but she's like 100% herself. And I love that about her. So shout out to Cleopatra Jones. Shout out to Black Okage, another individual that that's not afraid to be themselves. And we had a collaboration as far as doing a charity for program, and we played Uno, and we had a conversation before, and he was like, man, there's no reason that you shouldn't stop creating, because of what happened on certain platforms. You got to keep creating platforms and continue to build your brand. So I was like, you know what, that is correct. That is good inspiration. So I give them two props as far as that. They are inspirations to me. And last but not least, Jay Hills, you know what I'm saying? Jay Hills was another one, that individual is himself 3,000%. I hung out with this dude one time and that was it. He was always himself, but he is actually human. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, he's just a famous individual. He's this, that, here, but he's also a human being, and he expresses that every time he gets on the platform. So shout out to Jay Hills. You know who you are.
Yeah, and I feel you on that. It's something that we're going to talk about a little bit later that I think is going to be one of your answers to a question I have for you. But keep in mind, people, whenever you're looking at content creators or people in the entertainment industry, or anybody for that matter, is that people are people. Mm-hmm. People are human. People have needs. People have wants and desires, and people have their own things that they got to deal with.
You gotta put me first, Lucius.
Yes. Put me first. Yes. Put yourself first so you can help other people. That's kind of like the mantra, right? Like,
yeah.
What about you, Audio Lover? What you got?
Man, I don't even know how to follow after that, man. Those are definitely amazing and incredible people. I follow TBH as well, and I'm definitely inspired by that, man. I would say, oh man, there's a lot of people, man, and like, you're one of the people who kind of put me on to a lot of people too, man. So like no, you really have, man. Like, honestly, you put me on to Big Cheese like way back in the day. I think you did. It wasn't even a podcast. Like, it was something that I was watching. You were part of, and he was a part of at the same time, way before. Yeah, way before, like, he was talking about his partner situation, man, and I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you don't even have,
yeah.
Like, I'm talking way back like that, like, so like, you're one of those people that really, really do inspire me. But Push Play the DJ is someone I'm inspired by. Aaron Ashley Simon is someone I'm inspired by. Just looking at like what they've accomplished, especially someone like me who kind of came in from like the music side and kind of transferred into the gaming side. Wow. And I like, you kind of put me on the spot there, because I'm like just thinking of a lot of people. Someone I kind of got into last year who's really inspirational to me is Sensei CJ. Definitely like his content.
Right there.
Yeah. Like his stuff is hella dope. I'm a fan of that. So yeah, so there's a couple, man. There's a couple. I'm really, really fans of, and I watch their stuff, and I'm like, okay, like, this is what you should be doing. This is, as long as you're pushing, as long as you're progressing. I mean, even Big Cheese, like, even like. And all praises to you, bro, because I've been watching your stuff, like, even before, I think, was it last year or just the year before when you got on with T-Pain on the, because I remember I was watching you before, and I remember when you made that announcement, I was like, oh man, like, that is like the first, the first Twitch streamer to get on Nappy Boy Gang. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like,
that was December 2020 when it was official.
Hey, I remember that. Yeah. So, no, you guys definitely inspire me, man. I'm still, I never want to say small. I say up and coming. I'm still young into this and learning. So all you guys inspire me, man, a lot, honestly.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Like, humbly. I have been on this journey since 2006. Like, a lot of people think I just started a couple of years ago, or when I was new streamer.
It ain't overnight. It ain't no overnight. Yeah,
I was like, oh, damn, I've been here since 2006. What's going on with new? Oh, hey, that's new streamer. Hey, I like that. But no, I've been here since 2006, and I always try to find ways to, I guess you could say, like, inspire people or give people some type of inspiration that, like, no matter what people say about you as far as a person of color, you are successful no matter what platform you're on. So they always put a stigma on us. They always put us at a certain level because everybody has these high numbers, but they expect you to have these high numbers. It's like, your success is based off of the story that you write. So whatever you write, that becomes your success. You don't have to have 5 million followers. You don't have to have 20,000 subscribers every month. It's your story, because most of us came from nothing. All right, not silver spoon fed, gold food fed, none of that. So that's your story. Whatever you make it, your success. Period.
Facts.
That's real. And I feel like I get inspiration every day, or rather, I find inspiration in everybody, one way or another. And I think it's important for people in general who are looking to improve themselves in whatever it is that they do, to look at everything that's out there, not just whatever it is you might have your niche in. Just like take a look at what's going on everywhere around you, and you might find something that clicks with you in a way that you never expected. So I'm gonna keep my answer simple, because there's a ton of people that I'm inspired by all the time. People who work extremely hard, who are so fun to be around or to watch. And I consider myself incredibly lucky that I've had the opportunity to make friends with so many of these people who I've always found to be inspirational to me, and who in one way or another like directly influenced my path to being a content creator. So I want to give a huge shout out to Malik Foreplay.
Yeah, shout out to Malik.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Like, I have his phone number. Like, every once in a while we talk. He's the kind of person who's been doing this for a long time. And whenever he's involved in anything that he does, it's gold. Like, whatever it is, like, it's gonna be dope. He's worked with Sony. He's worked on the Overwatch team. He's done his own thing. Like, he's got a lot of experiences that kind of helped him become who he is today. And he's just a dope human being. If you ever have a chance to see him at a convention, go say hi to him. He's so friendly. And he's just a cool dude. And again, like, back in college, I remember there was a song. This is perfect because both of y'all love music too. There was a song that he did with IGN for Game of the Year for Uncharted 2. And that's how I got put on to him. I was like, yo, this kind of goes hard. And then
put it on my list to check out. Hold on a second.
Bro,
that was way back.
It was way back. I was in college, bro. Like,
run that
to this day, I'm telling you, to this day, because of that song, I still want to do an Uncharted song based on Uncharted 4. That whole I'm a Man of Fortune.
You should. You absolutely
should. Because of Malik, I'm like, yo, I need to do something with Uncharted.
I mean, Uncharted has a movie coming out, so you might want to get those to the soundtrack. People, hey, shoot your shot, man, for real. Like, they be looking for music for their soundtracks. Be like, go for it, bro. Like, shoot your shot for real.
Let me type in Malik Foreplay.
There was a whole video and everything for that. Yeah,
bro. I'm gonna try to play it in the back. I don't know what's gonna happen with like a copyright strike or nothing, but like I used to listen to this. Go ahead.
He's trying to get people to Mika, man. Nah.
Yo, I'll just play the video, but I won't play the sound just in case. Like, I don't know. I don't think it should be a problem, but
it shouldn't be, because that's Malik's music. So if they have a problem with it, come see us.
Well, because I think he made it for IGN, so they might have like done something.
Yeah. You're right. Still play it.
Yeah. When did this come out? In 2018? Bro, this came out 12 years ago.
Yeah, no, you was at 18. I'm like, wait, nah, bro, this was way back. This was like before PS4.
Right.
I remember. Yeah.
I'm playing this song for y'all because it is just gold. It is just gold. Internet, what's up? Let's see. There we go. All right. Viewer discretion is advised. So good. Oh, God, it's loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, chat.
Yeah, what up, y'all? You already know who it is, Mr. G-O-T-Y himself in the building. Yeah, I'm in this motherfucker. Yeah, and I'm coming with a motherfucking vengeance, baby. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people talk reckless about my game Uncharted 2. Winning game of the year, saying I don't deserve that shit. So I'ma address y'all motherfuckers one time real quick. Let's go, motherfuckers. It's the baddest man on the PlayStation, the real Drake. The ladies love to call me Nathan. All you bots and you fanboys hating, shut your fucking mouth for my balls you'll be tasting. Never has there been a game this amazing with dope storytelling and bliss innovation. Multiplayer with the Twitter integration. I went from Joe Smo to next gen sensation. I'm ventilation in the industry of fumes. Did the shit without a household name to abuse. Drake's a winner, y'all kids need to move. Not even Spike TV could rig me to lose. And now I'm amused, I get honors galore. I can fucking make it rain with Game of the Year awards.
That's what Millie Rock
The
come
best
from.
thing is $60 can't afford. And they say my game doesn't have enough go. I let that 12 gauge pump hit you in the back. Got Elena in the front, another two in the back. And the crew in attack mode. So y'all been running about as cowardly as Flynn saying
Incoming.
Enemies think I'm just an artifact thief till they see that I'm really a semi-automatic beast. You see how many bitches I done killed? I'm Kratos with a gun, you motherfuckers know the deal. I got that game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, of the year, yeah.
I used to rock this so hard.
Game of the year, game of the year, game of the year, yeah. If they shootin' it, I'ma kill them all, I'ma kill them all, I'ma kill them all, I'ma kill them all off, man. I'ma kill them all, I'ma kill them all, I'ma kill them all, kill them all off. Road track that came Uncharted 1 ain't sell, and that was a shame.
I'm putting that on
Now I'm back in the game. I even got them thinking I put crack in my game. Number one, protagonist. Call of Duty, that was shit. Play that game. Bring the s'mores, marshmallows, and the tin. Left 4 Dead, in my offense. Batman, you got the hint. Couldn't assassinate your boy with an animus. I put all of my contenders and blenders in your IPs doing my next gen.
He got bars, bro.
It's been clear, I've been feared since my in-game engine trailer was premiered. The end's near. They say I take it too fucking far, but I'm like Demon Souls, I'm just too fucking hard. A narcissist who sparks a clip if you part your lips, and once I murder all the henchmen, then I target tits and smack them up. Boy, stop acting up. Chloe, get your ass over here, bitch, and back it up. Do it till I had enough. Elena, let me wax it up. Break you off with my bull stick, girl, I rack them up. I party hard with my naughty bras. Take them home and let them play games with my naughty dog. Life of a rock star, happily ever after. This is the life that you live when you fucking got the game of the year, game of the year, of the year,
Yeah, man. This was like he did like a whole series of video game music stuff, bro. And he did like a bunch of Uncharted stuff too. So if anyone is interested in listening to more of this, I definitely encourage you to check out his YouTube channel. Let me see if I can go. Malik Forte, here it is. I'm gonna give y'all the link right here. He's got a whole bunch of stuff in here. He's been streaming on there and like making content on there every once in a while. But as you can see, like, you know, he did like 3 extra videos of like the Nathan Drake story, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go check this man out if you haven't already. But with that said, let's jump into the rest of the podcast, because I know that y'all got things that y'all are trying to do throughout the rest of the day, so I won't keep you too long. Now, let's go to the interview questions.
Mm-hmm.
You already explained the second part of your name, right? The KIT, keep in touch. Where does Big Cheese come from?
Big Cheese. Well, Cheese came from my mentor, BB, when I was growing up. And I was in a youth organization called Young Life. And I was always hyper, was always smiling. And my mentor was like, you always smiling, you cheesing all the time. You know what? That's going to be your name from this point forward. Your name is going to be Cheese. And then the second part, obviously. So that's how I got Big Cheese.
Yeah, that's dope. I actually didn't know that part. I knew that it was because you smile a lot. You like to make people smile. I didn't know about the mentor part. That's cool.
Yeah, my mentor gave that to me, and I still call him my mentor to this day because it's funny how it comes full circle as far as like him giving me that name, and then I wasn't always around as far as like being in his youth organization. I grew up and became the man I am because of his his guidance. And I saw him when I was flying back from Atlanta, and he was like first class. I'm like, oh, you gotta be first class, man. Oh Lord. So when he saw me, he was like, I'm gonna hit you up later when we get off the plane. And then we had like at least a 30-minute conversation on the plane. I was like, it's funny how it come in full circle. You gave me my name, and my name is actually out there because of you. So I thank you for that, and thank you for guiding me to the right path of being where I'm at now.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love when you get a chance to see your mentors after years, because like it gives them a chance to like feel validated and knowing that like they spent time like helping you build yourself up, type of thing.
Yeah, they
Hell
did
yeah.
their part. They did their part.
Yeah.
And like I'm proud to say that it's because of him. If I ain't have no father growing up, he's still out looking for milk. He ain't come back yet. But yeah, because
Best.
of him, I was able to become the man I am today.
Love it, love it. So, audio lover, by the way, at any point, feel free to jump in with your own questions too.
Bet.
How did you enter the world of content creation? You mentioned earlier that you've been doing this for a long time, since 2006.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, started in high school actually, because I was always into technology as far as information technology, computers, etc. Building my own computer and stuff, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm tired of just building stuff. I'm take a break. And, you go on the internet, welcome, you got mail and net zero, all this stuff. Like we had the old stuff. None of y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know those noises now. Y'all don't know any of that. You know what I'm saying? But I
phone.
yeah, exactly. And somebody pick up the phone, goodbye. Like that's it. You ain't get back on the internet till they get off the phone. So so that's how I started. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check out, where all these videos come from, because back then it was like certain websites that was up, and like it wasn't like YouTube or anything like that until I guess like Google changed their name or whatnot. And I saw YouTube. I was like, wow, well, okay, this is where these videos coming from. I'm seeing these funny videos and stuff. I'm like, I can do stuff like this. So I saw it in 2005, 2006 when I was back in Florida. I was like, I'm going to try this stuff out. I had the most raggedy camera. I had a little bit of everything. It was just raggedy, man. But I started because I saw it, other people creating. Like I saw, I think it was, what did Dashy start at 2006? I think it was Dashy, Higa. It was different creators that was on the platform that was doing a lot of skits and jokes and whatnot. So I was like, dang, I can be able to create content myself, because I'm a goofy dude. I'm pretty sure people are gonna check me out. And that's when I started with the most controversial video in 2006-07. So yeah.
The most controversial video. Wait, are we referring to are we referring to a Super Bowl thing, or are we referring to something different?
No. This was this was this is how the console wars actually began on YouTube. If y'all remember Chad Warden, what's up? It's Chad Daddy here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the PS Triple, that we shit. Yeah. So I was the guy countering that, because I was saying like how the Xbox was better than the PlayStation and whatnot, and it started a whole console war on YouTube. So
oh man,
cat's out the bag. Okay, I started the console war. Okay, I'm sorry.
He ain't sorry.
I'm not really, but it was funny. But no, it was like it was fun at that time, just going through that whole thing and just like, yo, we can make these videos and make like, get people to like our content and like our stuff. And I was like, dang, I wonder if you can make money off of it. I was always thinking that. I wonder if you can make money off of it. And YouTube had no filter back then. None.
Nope.
There was no copyright strikes. There was no DMCA. You could put anything and everything you want up. But when things got more professional, that's when it was like, maybe we need to slow this down a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Like, this is the Wild West out here, bro. We gotta do something.
Yeah, man, it was wild, but that's what made me want to start creating content. Was like, I have a lot of content I can do. I made music back then, and I felt like people needed to hear what I had to say. So I said it, and people were coming to my channel, checking me out, leaving me more likes than dislikes. I was cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. Shoot, that sounds good to me.
All right.
Oh, that's great. So now here comes a question that I feel like is probably an easy answer, but if you don't feel like answering it, that's okay.
Mhm.
Which do you prefer? Do you prefer making videos like skits and stuff like that, or do you prefer live streaming?
I prefer both. I prefer live more because it allows me to get involved with my community a lot more. Like when you do a recorded video or whatnot, it's premeditated. It's like, okay, you're already doing this video, you're making this skit, you're doing this and doing that. Then you have the thank you for watching, I appreciate y'all, et cetera, et cetera. But the live feeling of knowing that that community is with you while you're live, you have a chance to thank them, give them an opportunity to, win something as far as a giveaway, like just have them involved and continue to grow your community live. So they know I'm stupid by default. So when they see the video, it's like, hey, I saw your video, dude. Don't stop doing that because it's hilarious type of thing. So that's why you got to get a mixture of both. And I'm not going to lie, I did stop making YouTube videos because of a different situation. But when I was like, hey, Twitch is a whole different vibe when you're doing live streams, because people actually come to your stream and love what you do. So I kept doing live, but I do miss making the videos, making the skits, and showing the people the highlights of what I did live, etc. I miss that. So that's why I'm trying to get back onto that.
Yeah, and I can relate to that too, man. I'm trying to get myself back into it too. Both of us being Logitech people, we or timeout. Okay, no, bring it back.
That's just you.
It's just
That's
me.
just you.
I thought
it's just you.
I thought
I don't know if you saw my video. I don't know if you see my video saying, thank you, Logitech, and everything else, but that's just you now.
Okay.
You see, I ain't got you. I don't. They're no longer my sponsor, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Nah, but it's all good, man. It's all love.
Yeah. So was there? I don't even know. Do you want me to pry? Do you want me to poke you a little bit on that?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So what was the determining factor between switching? Because you're El Gato now.
Well, I've been El Gato while I was with Logitech. That's the craziest thing. So, it was more of their competitor, and they felt like I was like wearing the competitors' items and not wearing mine when I was out of town. But if you check my picture when I landed in Atlanta, I had on Logitech headphones. I had on, the stuff landing and stuff like that. This happened when I went to T-Pain stream. I went to T-Pain. So when I streamed on, T-Pain's stream live, it was his stream, his house, his rules, everything, right? So he's signed to Corsair, Elgato, et cetera, et cetera. I was wearing the headphones. But
what else are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, so it's like I didn't even have my headphones at the time. I left it at the hotel. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make history, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't think about, hey, I don't have on my competitor's headset. But what if I went to his stream and wore the competitor's headset? Then they will cancel his contract instead of mine. So I was like, I'm trying to make sure that everybody's good. But it seems like me making sure everybody else good, I got the penalty for it. And as I explained, it was like I didn't ask to wear competitive headphones. Okay, that's on me. Or I didn't think about bringing my big headphones as far as the Astro A40s, so that's on me. But at the same time, I'm not going to go to somebody else's house and step on their rug with dirt on it. So I can't do that. I've never been that way. So,
they're doing you a favor by bringing you into their house type of thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So I looked at that like, okay, it is what it is, and it came to a point where it ended. So I was like, okay, I made a video saying thank you, and I just moved on. I just don't have anything that belongs to them in my house. So that's the difference. So
okay.
But like I said, I moved forward from that. And if anybody out there that's like, has headphones or PC peripherals.
So I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't actually know that. I didn't see that video. So, that's annoying for me as a fan of both you and of their stuff. I know that, legal contracts kind of get in the way of logistical stuff that just makes sense in this circumstance. But hopefully there's a pathway at some point or another to do it again, because I think you're an amazing content creator, and they're missing out by not having you, and I also love them too. So
for sure.
I'm gonna say this, if we ever cross Hit him with a cross. You know what I'm saying? Left, right, knock him out. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. It's with me.
It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. I see you.
Nah, we all
see
good.
you. So kind of piggybacking off of what you said about, heading over to T-Pain's house and all that stuff. How does music, and actually audio, you can answer this question too, or chime in with your own thoughts about it as well. Mm-hmm. How does music affect the way that you do things, or the way that you create, or your impact on the viewers? So for anyone who doesn't know or realize, like, a big part of what Big Cheese does involves music. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, how can you come up with jingles on the fly like that, bro? That's what I want to know.
Where these bars coming from?
Straight off the bone. Like, I'm like, I don't know.
Look, it was a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I feel like everything that I watched growing up can have a parody to it. So all the songs that you heard that was jamming in the 80s, yeah, I'm an 80s baby, 90s and 2000s, I felt like everything could have a parody to it. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to Word Out Yankovic, because he was the first person to actually expose that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like commercials or jingles or parodies, things of that nature, I always felt like you can be able to make it on the go because it's something that you felt like you was interested in. So if you're interested in it, you learn the product, you learn what it does, and then you just put your talent behind it, right? I don't know what was that. I don't know if y'all saw this commercial. It's a dude with the pizza commercial. When I get a serious craving or something I want to eat. He made a commercial. He did the dance to it. I always look at that commercial and I'm like, yo, what?
It's like, this looks like a parody already.
Right, like it's already a parody, but it's a pizza commercial parody. So it's like, and like when you look at like, you can do anything that you set your mind to when it comes to making commercials. It can be a parody of an actual song and you can turn it into a commercial. Hence why in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, I still have a Krispy Kreme ad on the radio because I turned Nelly's Just a Dream into the Krispy Kreme parody, and it's still a commercial.
That's amazing.
It's still a commercial in Tennessee. So a lot of people don't know, like
you get around, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but like you don't always have to.
Remind me of Jamie Foxx in the Jamie Foxx.
In the Jamie Foxx show, yeah. But and that was another inspiration because Jamie Foxx used to do that on the go.
Yeah,
and like I'm inspired by like improv, parody, like comedy. Like you got like look at in Living Color. Like in Living Color was like the dynamic part of it because all they did was just improv. You see what I'm saying? And then looking at that. Brilliant. Yeah, looking at like Martin Lawrence doing crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, all of them, they all have a piece of history in my book of being like just creative and being able to show your skill to the world, and everybody will love it. So music has a very, very big impact in my life because of that.
Yes. And audio, how do you feel like it kind of transitions into what you do as a content creator as well?
Man, I mean, honestly, like being a streamer is in my opinion like being a rapper for me. It feels it's different in a lot of ways, but it also feels the same. It's very like the transition was very natural. Like you have to entertain. Like I used to be a performer rapper, right? Like I used to go out on stage in front of. Those points I would go out in front of hundreds. Those points I would go out in front of 2 people. You know what I mean? I remember when I started, it was 2 people, and you still got to give that same energy. You still got to give that same energy. So it feels the same to me. I feel like nowadays, like Twitch, the way I look at Twitch is the same way I look at any other distribution label. It almost feels the same, right? Yeah. Like it's just a platform. Like everyone's just an artist signed. Kind of, right? Like even whether you're affiliate, you're a partner, you know what I mean? There's your Jay-Z's and stuff like that. But like it feels kind of natural and just like how I kind of move and do things. It's like once I go on live, it's like writing a song. Like it's like, all right, the game is the game for me. Like if I want to put on a game, the game is like the beat, right? and I gotta get going. Like that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, all right. And my body of work is going to speak for itself. It's like, like this is going to probably be like, my album or my mixtape or whatever the case would be. Like, that's my body of work. And I kind of do the same thing when it comes to like the YouTube stuff. Right. And I'm still trying to figure out the more YouTube stuff versus the Twitch stuff. Cause Twitch, for me now, it's a little bit easier. Like I could just turn on the camera and like, all right, like I know I want to add more things here and there. And like, it's live. Once it happens, it happens. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? It's not like you can go back. But like with YouTube, it's pre-recorded content. So like you're always second guessing and third guessing yourself before you put it online. Yeah. Right. And like you want to edit it this way. And because once it's up, it's up. But like you're looking at content. I haven't put out content on YouTube in like a month. Just because like I have like so much things I want to work on. And it's just like, putting out an album or putting out a song. You got so much stuff you want to work on, or you want it to just be just right. You know what I mean? Versus Twitch is more like, in my opinion, more just of a performance piece. It's almost like freestyling.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it.
That was beautiful. So kind of springboarding off of that, right? You talked about the differences between making pre-recorded content, live content, how the music kind of comes together. What would you say then? Because from my perspective and from the perspective of so many other people, you make it look so natural. You make it look just so easy. You make it look like everything's kind of been set up to be a certain way.
Y'all make it look so easy. I don't make it look easy. This thing is hard. I don't know who the hell you trying to lie to. I'm not lying to you. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard work. This is not easy work, people.
Well, it is though, and that's the thing.
Make it look easy. They make it look easy. You and Big Cheese, y'all make it look easy. I don't know. Like, not me.
I'm just below average, man. I just try my best.
So what would you say is the hardest part then, Cheese? What is the hardest part about creating or just being a content creator? And we talked about this a little bit before stream, but you feel free to go anywhere with this.
Just being creative.
Yeah.
Like it's for me, I already have like a million ideas in my head that I haven't got out of my brain. And that's why I have like horrible insomnia, because I'll be like, oh, I got an idea. I want to go sleep. Oh my God, I gotta do this now. Oh my God, I'm gonna forget when I get in the morning. It's like, and I just let it happen. You see what I'm saying? And with like you were saying, audio with like performances and doing performances in front of two people, yeah, I experienced that. Like, yeah, I'd be like, everybody, but I improvise while only two people. I'd be like, every two of y'all, and they just be laughing. So, so it's just being creative throughout the whole stream. It's just like, okay, if we have two people, let's embrace them two people. If we have over 100 people in here, let's embrace them too. I don't like, in my honest opinion, they say like not to look at numbers. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll look at my numbers because numbers is a factor in this industry. I always say like impact over numbers, because it's true. I put more of an impact out there and it brings the numbers in. So when I look at like how many people watch me, I think every last one of them, like almost every 15 minutes, like it's an advertisement, because I appreciate them for what they do. And they respect and love my creative activities. And I can only thank them for that. Like if I push a button right now on my stream deck, I can be able to turn this whole back room into a doggone brick wall. And I'm talking to a brick wall. And they were like, how did you do that? I'm like, creativity, just being creative.
Figured it out.
Yeah, it's like, and sometimes you got to hold your secrets to yourself, because people like hit you, hey man, can you teach me this stuff, man? I want to do this on my channel. I'm like, so who you want to give credit to when I give you my answers? You see what I'm saying? Cause like people like to take your rhythm but not your blues. It's like, come on, man, you know how hard it was to create this? Get out of my face. But it's the creativity that makes it so difficult, because you're not sure who's going to accept it and who's going to reject it. So it's the hardest thing, because you can do content all day, but the creative side is what makes you you.
That's real. It's definitely real. What barriers would you say you've faced as a content creator that have really been a hard stop wall for you?
Well, Black Oni, let me tell you. Almost everything. Mm-hmm. Almost everything was a barrier for me. myself, first of all, because I put that barrier on myself. It's like, man, these people ain't gonna like this, or I don't think they're gonna like this footage, or I don't think they're gonna accept this footage type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And I'm the first barrier. After I break that barrier, then there's the crowd, there's the fans, and then there's the supporters. Then there's the companies that look at you and see if you're right for their brand. And then you have organizations looking at you and other brands and companies looking at you like, can this guy really be the one? And then you look at yourself again, because if they're doing those type of things, you're asking yourself once again, am I the creator that they're looking for? Am I the person that they want on their brand or their platform or their organization? Do they want to work with me? Do they want to collaborate with me? So there's a ton of barriers, but that first barrier is always yourself. And it's going to be times two, because once you break that first barrier, you think that you are able to go out to the world and network and do all this stuff here. And then when nobody replies to you, you ask yourself, there goes that barrier coming back. What is wrong with me? So you want to talk about barriers. Yeah. Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, Aerith got nothing on me when it comes to barriers. I can tell you that right now.
Reflect barrier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's something that I can definitely empathize with as well. A reason why I probably haven't put out as much content, as many streams as I possibly could have, aside from my own exhaustion from doing everything, is second guessing a lot too. I second guessed whether or not I should take the hiatus that I took. And even to this day, I'm still second guessing if I should have done it. And the biggest reason I did it was because I was literally moving from point A to point B, and everything was just going to be in flux for a little while. And it's important to realize that even people who you view as having the most success possible all face one kind of barrier or another.
Yeah.
And it's just really up to that person to kind of figure out how to overcome it, maybe to take a break, whatever it is.
Eat something different, like an onion. I don't. It's just different, man. It's just, I hate onions. I despise onions. But
really, what about cooked onions?
No,
really.
People. I know people like that. Like, he is not with it.
I love onions.
I mess with onions. I love it.
No.
Right?
Onions is no.
They bring in flavor. It's flavorful.
It's flavor time.
Flavorful. Yeah. Okay. Flavorful to you. Cool. All right. You got it. No, but my wife always cook with onions, and I never know. So, well, but like, what I mean by that is, like, there's going to be different things that happens on your journey to where it's like, it's going to be like tasting sour. It's going to be a little bit of sweet. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to take that break. And people be like, man, why? I haven't seen you on in 5 months, bro. What's going on? It's like, dude, like, I need this break because, for us as men, we have mental things that we have to check out for ourselves. And we always saying that we're strong. We're always saying that, we are aware of things. But at the same time, when it takes over your brain, you just got to be like, okay, I got to take a break, man. And yeah. They call us the strongest or whatnot. No, women are the strongest because they go through a whole lot. I will always give credit to a woman, period. But a man literally needs to stop having so much pride and be like, look, I may need to go get myself checked out. You know what I'm saying? I may need to, go. I just need to go. Because we always denying or doubting that this is the issue when that could actually be the issue.
I still do it. I ain't gonna lie.
See?
I still do it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but like for the first time, I think like last year, for the first time in 35 years, I have my first therapy ever. And it's just weird talking to a stranger that has no feelings behind what you got to say. Be like, that's unfortunate, but I tell you what, you'll be all right. I'm like,
for real?
What? But you'd be looking at me like, man, I am gonna be all right because here I am a year plus later, you know what I'm saying? Just still doing what I'm doing, even after everything that happened to me. So it's like, yeah, man, sometimes you just need that break. Yeah.
And I feel like we've talked about this before on stream, or off. I don't remember. We just talked about it. We checked in on each other type of thing. But, about 2 years ago, year and a half ago,
I think about 2 years ago.
You had that stroke. And
July 27th, 2020, a day before my wife's birthday. That's something you'll never forget.
Yeah,
so you're supposed to be celebrating your birthday with your wife, and it was like, I'm in the hospital alone on her birthday, and it's the coldest feeling to know that you're not able to be there for her, and she's not able to be there for you, and on her birthday she's alone. Like, mistake number one. That kind of hurt. Yeah, it was devastating because for me it was more like that was really hell. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I'm sitting in this hospital over a condition that I brought to myself. So now I got to do what I can to make myself feel better, look better, you know what I'm saying, get myself in shape and not out of it. I mean, I'm still a round person, but still, I got to get myself in shape. I got to do something better for myself. I got to eat better. I got to make sure that I'm getting up, getting my sleep, you know what I'm saying? I got to do all these things for myself. Not only that, what happened to her last year as far as the car accident, that added on to it. When I tell you, nobody knows what I go through except for who I tell. Y'all don't know the half, but I still smile. I still press forward because I always believe that things will get better.
Yeah. Do you mind if I tell a little bit about context what happened with your wife too, or do you want to keep that private?
Bring it. I already told everybody.
Okay, yeah. I assumed, but I didn't want to overstep any boundaries.
Understandable. I respect that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people. So for anyone who's wondering, like what I'm talking about, his wife suffered a car crash about a year ago, and still things are not where they need to be in terms of recovery. And for someone, I empathize a lot with you because I feel the same way a lot of the time. Is that people who are close to you, whether it's friends, family, or significant others who are going through hardships, it can hurt. It can bring you down in a way that like it's selfish but not selfish, right? Like,
right.
I want them to be better, not because like I need them for something other than just like their love, but like I just don't want them to be in pain. Right. I want them to be suffering. I don't want them to have to deal with this, that, and the third. And those kind of things can alter your mood. And what are exercises or things that you can do to help deal with that? Or things to remind yourself of?
Well, the first one is exercise.
Yeah. Well, yeah, literal exercise.
Yeah, barely, but but no. But I get up, I go walking, and I walk around like my block at least 3 times because it's like that equals up to a mile.
Yeah.
And then I check on her. See if she needs breakfast, if she wants lunch done, if she wants something from the store, because, the duties that she would do for herself, I do it now. So like, if she wants to go wash the rugs, I go to the laundromat and wash the rugs. I go to the grocery store, get the groceries, and I take a picture of it to send to her. Like, this is the right one. So like, so like, I do like the duties that she would do, so therefore it can ease her mind. She don't have to be trying to do this stuff and be in pain because she can barely walk certain areas and not be in pain. She's always in pain. So, I just make sure that she's good, man. That's my first thought process when I wake up, thank God for another day, check on her. But she's the type, like, if you talk to her while she's sleeping, she's going to punch in the throat. So I'll be like, good? All right, okay, I'm good. And that's that. But, I like to keep my mind off of everything that's going on. I get in here, I edit videos, I put up funny videos, I put stuff on TikTok, and, I stream and, just talk to people, ask how they're doing. I just try to keep my mind off of what's going on with her. Even though I know what's going on with her, I just try not to think about it. Because the second that I do, it's like a whole breakdown.
Yeah. So
I just music, I do loops, check on her, come back. Streaming, edit videos, check on her, come back. And it just eased my mind because I check on her, she be like, I'm all right. I'm like, okay, cool. Check on her another hour. And then she be like, stop coming in here every hour. I'm like, I got to. I gotta check. But that's what eases my mind. through the day. That's like, exercising, playing Ring Fit Adventure, fitness boxing, and I'll call it, Foxy Fitness?
Foxy Fitness.
Yeah, like, cause I messed up the name. I was like, oh Lord, I said that, but
gotta keep it down. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just that's how I keep myself sane through the day. Keep my mind over it.
Yeah, I feel that. Shifting gears a little bit to talk about, the positive things that's been going on, especially with regards to the last few years. You've been at this for a long time, man. So this has been such a cool thing to experience on my end, because like, I'm like, all right, bro, we've had these conversations offline so many times. It's like, how long is it going to take for people to really realize like what you're really doing out here? And then obviously there have been people along that journey who have been, but then the big thing of working with T-Pain and being signed on to that, and then having your face everywhere, basically, like,
yeah,
what has been that moment that clicked even before then? Even before getting signed on Nappy Boys, what was the moment that was just like, you know what, I did my thing, and this is it, everything's going to come together now? Or unless it hasn't happened yet, maybe because
are you there yet?
Are we overachieving ass young black man? I don't know.
Okay. When it comes to like my biggest moment, or where I felt like I had the biggest moment type of thing, I think it was when I thought it was going to be me on G4 TV in 2009. I thought that, but then I realized that was actually the 15 seconds of fame that everybody was talking about. See what I'm saying? And I was like, I thought that I was famous at the time. I was like, yo, I'm on TV. Y'all can't tell me nothing. That's right. Yeah, I'm on TV. Somebody go get my mama and tell her, yeah, I'm on TV. Like, that's how I felt at that time. Right. I made it, mama. I ain't got no check yet, but still.
That's what people don't realize sometimes. They don't be giving you money like that.
Right. Because like they'll hit you up, be like, yeah, do we have your permission? Type of thing. And I'll be like, yeah, cool. But at the same time, you ain't getting paid for it. But I thought that was like my biggest moment. I think my biggest moment was when I literally showed people how to use multi-actions with the Stream Deck on Twitter. And then when I showed the people how to use the multi-actions on Twitter, they was like, okay, how many actions did you do? It was like over 200 actions. But after I did that, right, and then people would come to my channel, was like, yo, I saw your video, and this is how do you do this stuff? And I was like, just use multi-actions. Whatever you want to put in there, put in there. And then those multi-actions were more popular and became more popular when Markiplier came to my stream. And Markiplier saw my stream. I was playing Tetris 99, and he saw me do it, and he was like, what the fuck? What is this? So he saw it. T-Pain was watching Markiplier watch me. So that's how it became a whole thing in the full circle, because Pain was like, I want to sign this guy because of his authenticity and how he manages his channels. He's very dope. So that's how all of that happened and came into what's happening now. So if you want to say like my biggest moment, it was all thanks to me doing that multi-actions with Elgato, and that's why we have this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Year 3. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay, I see you playing.
But like, if it ever comes to a point where it's like big, because that's big to me. But people will expect it to be like, oh, it's so big that you're getting millions of followers now. Like, followers,
you would think, right?
Followers. Right.
Yeah.
But like, I always look there like, people come, people go. You see what I'm saying? Because their expectations is not, for me, are not met. I'm a whole different expectation. Like me, I put myself on this level. I will never go higher than this level. I don't want to drown. So therefore, if I put myself up here, I'm going right back down to the ground, but I got to pick myself right back up. I don't want to keep doing that. That's tiring.
So, it's exhausting.
Neck level. I want to breathe. That's all I want right there.
Yeah. I feel that. That is real. I feel like you kind of answered this other question as well. What do you feel like is your next move? goal, your next big project that you can talk about?
All I'm gonna say is this: it's happening this month. That's all I can say. That's all. G14 classified. I can't talk about it, but it's gonna happen this month. The reason why I can't talk about it is because I don't have permission to yet.
NDAs, yeah.
You already. The second I say something, hey, we just saw it's the stream. Why you talk, bro? Can't talk about it. But just know, it has been one of my goals. Ever since I've seen this individual have his own show, so I'm gonna leave it there.
Nice.
Okay. Many different places.
Okay.
I won't pry. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I know you know better.
It's already set in stone, so all y'all gotta do is wait for the date.
That's
all I can say.
Well, I mean, we only got about 20 more days left.
Whoever said it was gonna be in mid or in the month? You trying to boost these hints in, man? Don't get me killed, brother.
It could be tomorrow. We don't know. We don't know.
But like I said, it's all set in stone. But when you see it, you're gonna be like,
"Yes,
there it is."
Yes,
I'm just happy about it. I'm grateful. I'm humble for the opportunity. I don't want nobody feeling like I'm cocky, overconfident like that. But if that's how you feel, that's your damn fault. I'm always humble. But I'll be like, yeah, I did it. Pat myself on the back. Can't reach my back. Never mind. Fist bump. I'm good. So
trying to find that balance. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's it for me. Like I'm pretty much good.
Trying to find that balance between like being humble and being informed about like what you've actually done. It can be kind of hard sometimes. Like people,
because you become too humble. You see what I'm saying?
And then you don't acknowledge like what you've actually done. You're just like, shit. Like 5 years have gone by and I've done some incredible things, and I have not given myself an opportunity to be proud of that.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like from 2017 to now.
Yeah. I was calling you out. Don't worry.
I already know you did. So I'm like, 5 years. I have been doing very well, and I really feel like I haven't patted myself on the back or given myself props for the work that I've put in. And people be telling me, "You're doing great, Cheese. I love what you do." And I'd be like, I'm above below average. So, it's thank you. I appreciate it. Like I always say, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all support. Thank you so much. I'm gonna always say that. But when it's people that's close to me, be like, Cheese, I've seen you grow from here to here. And the way that you remain the same is also like the most humbling thing I've ever seen in my life. I'd be like, sometimes, man, it's a struggle. But I guess I don't know how to accept it. You see what I'm saying? I have to learn how to accept these things and be like, you damn right. I reached my back. So, but
exclusive on the Black Oni Podcast.
Yeah, but I mean that's how I actually feel about it. It's like I think I need to learn how to accept the people that displays their compliments to me, and it's like, thank you. I appreciate it.
This is a lesson to everybody watching. Like, don't feel like you can't give somebody their flowers. Please do, because sometimes we forget.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of dead flowers, man. I'm sorry. I promise I'll do better. I promise I will.
Yes. That's the interview section. At least the questions that I have. Audio, if you have any other questions too, feel free to chime in.
Nah, man. I just want to. You've been doing this thing for so long. You've been paving the way, brother. Honestly. And I even give you more because you're a Florida man. Listen,
yeah.
I get
Florida man.
I get. They already know I get a lot of crap from being from Florida. So like, just seeing you do it, man. I'm telling you.
I have no doubts, y'all. What y'all thought, huh? I was from Montana.
Nobody's from Montana.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? I don't know what's that show is in Montana. I don't want to ever go there. Oh, boy, them people crazy over there, man. But I really definitely appreciate it, man. Like all the flowers, all the love, man. I truly do, because that's another thing that keeps me going. You know, a lot of people be like, man, you see all people showing me love. Why you disrespect me like that type of thing? It's like, no, like I accept it and I keep going because it's a wonderful experience to know that my goofy ass is accepted by the rest of the world. Yeah. So I will continue to be that goofy ass for the rest of the world because everybody needs that laughter per day. Take your daily medicine, get your laugh on.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I want to be respectful of everybody's time. Are we good on time? Do you want to?
Oh no, I'm good.
I bet. Let's go. Good. So now that we've done the interview section, let's just talk games. You know, we talked about life. We talked about career pathways. We talked about hardships and successes. Now let's talk about one of Sony's successes, or maybe question mark. So
what are we talking about?
We're gonna talk about, you know, the whole Bungie situation, which we talked about a little bit.
Okay.
I think we talked about
Did
it.
we talk about that last time? Yeah.
Did we?
Was that was yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts on this acquisition.
That just happened. Yeah, just happened on the last one.
Yes.
So, my thoughts on this whole thing with Sony acquiring Bungie. I'm not going to doubt that they just bought them for Destiny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to doubt that because you got to remember Destiny been out for some time now. It's been out for some time now.
You're almost hitting a decade soon.
Yeah. So
True.
We don't know what Bungie has available or what's on the table. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if they're gonna come out with a whole new thing for Sony. We don't know what games will be coming out for Sony. And you know, a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, they bought Bungie. Maybe they can make a new Halo type of thing for Sony. That's never happening. Let's just let the Halo part go. All right.
Yeah.
But
they don't need it.
Right. But they also can be able to make a whole new character or game for Sony. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, we don't know what's on the table as far as them buying Bungie, but Bungie has a great history of making great games. So let's don't ever doubt that.
That's true.
So we don't know what's coming. Whatever the future holds for Bungie, we'll see for ourselves. Will they be shut down like some companies that was bought? You know what? Never mind. No.
Listen, so
I don't want that for them. They have an average community. And they also have a lot of people that still plays Destiny to this day. And I love Hunter Gang all day. Y'all already know.
Hunter Gang, let's go.
But when you're talking about like a whole company being bought from Sony, history shows that
they're gonna
go ahead.
Yeah, no, they gonna do something with it.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference that I think like a lot of, you know, I love Microsoft and I love Xbox for its own thing, but like they bought Rare.
And history shows that they... Man, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you said it. I'm just giving you the face to go with it, man. They have had opportunities to do some really cool stuff because, like, you think about all the IP that Rare owns and then all the IP that we just haven't seen. And then the fact that they bought Activision and they said that they want to bring a lot of these games back to the surface. It's like, do you really though? Because like you have other studios that you bought that you didn't do that with.
Bethesda.
I think Microsoft's going to have a strong. I think Microsoft's going to have a strong decade.
I think so too, but I don't know if they're going to.
I think they're going to have a really strong decade.
Well, everybody that they signed, they better have a good ass decade. Shoot,
listen, you ain't got no other option. If this ain't it, then this ain't it.
Well, if this is a failed decade with everybody that you acquired, bro, like we look like the target is on Microsoft this whole decade. Like the 20s should be your decade. Period. You are the dynasty of the gaming parts as of right now because of who you acquired. Because you ain't just acquired just like one game IP. Yeah. You acquired multiple.
They should get rings. All like at least half of the decade.
Period.
Yeah.
Like no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You hired everybody and their mama them to buy this doggone company. And you mean to tell me that nothing has dropped? It's 2030 now. What the game's at?
Oh, we got Call of Duty. I mean, you know, there's that.
That's natural.
It's just a given.
Yeah. I don't want them to pull a scare about.
Bro.
No, they're not gonna do a scale.
They need to get it together with scale,
do that. They're not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen.
Bro, if you
And
hear,
y'all know I'm a PlayStation guy. Y'all know I love Sony.
me too.
I'm super convinced Microsoft got it in the bag this decade. I'm super convinced. I'm super convinced.
I'm convinced that they're gonna meet Sony where they at. I'm convinced of at least that.
I think they'll exceed them.
Okay.
I mean, they have already surpassed them on the monthly subscription part because all the games is available.
I think they'll exceed them. I think they're gonna easily exceed them. I think it's gonna be no question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
February 9th, 7/22.
Yeah, I think in my honest opinion, it might be the return to like the 360 era.
They were balling in 360. I ain't gonna lie to you though.
They were.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think is gonna happen.
All I know is since y'all acquired Activision, all the Call of Duty games we be playing, I want to see some action when I'll be reporting. All right, we talking all that mess. They supposed to be talking all that racial stuff. I want to see all like. So we heard your recording. We want a dead band. You think that's it? That's all I want.
Bro,
that's all I asked for.
The number of times me and Cheese played Call of Duty together and ran across some nonsense.
Man, look.
No. They need to get on that expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Because they got their face beat in for talking that smack. You already know. Either with 2 pieces of the biscuit or a haymaker from the hammer. Which one you want?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll line them up. You take them down, bro. We got it.
Exactly.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't remember if I said this the last time on the last podcast, but I feel like, hey, like the ball is in Microsoft's court, definitely.
Definitely.
And B, like, yes, they're going to have to meet. I think Xbox has a lot of games that are really dope, but I feel like the bar has been raised by Sony with regards to multiple of their games, not just 1, 2, 3. Like, it's like 10, 20 games that are just like, if you ain't meeting this, like, go home type of thing.
Right.
I just want
to same time.
Right. So I'm trying to see what Microsoft does with that. But I also wonder what would happen if Sony ended up buying someone like Konami, Capcom, or Square Enix.
Buy Capcom. I'm gonna say this now. If they buy Capcom, it's gonna be the same thing it's been for the last couple of years.
You think so?
5.
Oh yeah. Because they're already exclusive.
Exactly. But then I also look at what they've been doing with their exclusive games like God of War and Horizon, right? Now, they did good sales on PC by just putting them there. Microsoft games have been on PC for some time now.
And what does that tell you?
It just lets you know. Look at go look at Halo Infinite sales on PC.
I know. I don't. But
we talking about Halo though. Everybody's game is Halo though. If they put Gears of War was on PC.
Like people are selling Halo. Like, is Halo as good? Because I feel like Xbox people are really, really trying to sell people on Halo. I don't know if this Infinite is as good as they make it seem. I haven't played it yet. I kind of do want to play it, but then like, it's like, is it really that good though? That's what I want to know.
I can't talk for that because I was a Gears of War guy. I didn't really play Halo like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was a Gears of War dude.
I can talk my talk.
My dog. So, but I really didn't look at Halo as like being all of that. I'll play it once I play it all day, but I didn't look at it as like being all of that. You see what I'm saying?
Because that was supposed to be the game. That's like their game of the year game. That's the one, and like I don't feel like right now, like granted, what's this game that just came out?
Sifu.
Yes, right. So granted, that's a PlayStation console exclusive. Yeah, you can get it on.
I didn't know that actually.
Oh, you can get it on PC?
Yeah, I got it on PC. Yeah, they gave me a code.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that it was a console exclusive.
Epic Games.
You didn't know it was a console exclusive.
Yeah, Epic Games. Yeah, I didn't know it was a console exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really where the hype was. That it was a console exclusive.
Yeah.
And
that's wild.
That right, and like that is doing this kind of praise. Granted, like a lot of people are playing it on PC.
Yeah,
for sure, a lot of people are playing it on PC. But when you look at the conversation around that game, is not a lot of people who are playing it on PC. It's like how good the game is in that it's a console exclusive on PlayStation.
Damn.
Like that's literally the conversation around this game right now. Like if you look on Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's like PlayStation has another one, right? If you were talking about, consoles or products,
right.
PlayStation has another one.
Mm-hmm.
And Xbox is still kind of cold. And it's like, it's February. Yeah. And you have Horizon Forbidden West. And you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have, granted, Gran Turismo, a lot of racing fans are, like, into Gran Turismo.
Hard, yeah.
I saw that trailer for that. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Like, wait, should I bring this up? Hold on, wait a minute.
First and foremost, like I told you, remember only like I just started buying random stuff. Like I got a racing wheel now. I got a free.
Yeah. I'm ready for everything. Pull up.
Yeah.
Go. So like I'm like, yo, am I about to buy Gran Turismo? Like I haven't played Gran Turismo since Gran Turismo 2. Like
right.
Like yo, like I'm like, wait, I'm not about to buy Gran Turismo. But yeah, it looks phenomenal.
So I'll say it's about Halo at least, in terms of my own experience so far. I feel like Halo launched in a really weird kind of way. And what I mean by that is, it launched with like 10 maps and a bunch of multiplayer features that just weren't there. It ain't got no co-op like, every other Halo game has on launch. And like, I'm really confused about how, like, gameplay wise and like moment to moment, it's so good. It's very fun. But like how these certain things just aren't there on day one. And they've delayed the game like twice, like over a year each of those times. Yeah. Like has me thinking like there's something like inherent.
I think that was a hurt.
It doesn't make sense.
I say lack. It's the lack of understanding today's gaming world. Because if you look at Halo Infinite and you look at like the past Gears of War games where they had co-op, it's an opportunity to have it on Halo. And I didn't understand either how they didn't have it on Halo Infinite, but then you gotta think about it. The main player is Master Chief, so I guess you can't have two Master Chiefs or somebody that assists Chief throughout the whole story.
But they've had it in every other Halo game.
Yeah.
My point exactly. But somebody went backwards and said, hey, how are we helping out Chief with Chief? This don't make any sense. They took it off. So I remember was it 4 or 5 that had the co-op?
They all
was it?
Halo
they all had the
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I remember playing Halo 2 with 4 I did co-op with my bro. So yeah, they definitely had co-op in their stories.
Hold on, was 5 the one that was the first one that they didn't have split screen?
I think
there was one the split screen was the issue the first time around. Whatever the one that was 5 was the one for Xbox.
5 was the one that had a split screen issue.
Yep, it was 5.
Yeah,
Later Buffalo just told me. Yep.
Yeah. So so this one for me, I mean, I figured maybe they wouldn't have the split screen too. Maybe they would have the split screen issue at best. That's what I thought. But when I heard that they weren't going to have co-op at launch, I'm like, how do you push it back a year and still not have co-op at launch? Like that, you're right. Like that didn't make sense to me. Like I don't understand that because this is first and foremost. Like let's be honest. Like this is your flagship title,
right?
And this is what I was talking about with you last time, Oni. It's almost like they're trying to make a date more so for the significance of the date more than anything, right? Because I think this was like 20 years of Xbox, 20 years of Halo, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Was that the case? 20 years of Xbox and 20 years of Halo because they launched on the same day.
Yeah.
And it was so special.
Yeah, so they wanted to hit the 20. They really wanted to hit that 20 mark. And I don't think they felt like it was plausible for them to push it back again. Same with, I believe, like, Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk was the same thing. Like, I think they had to release in 2020 because of Cyberpunk 2020, right? Like the original tabletop game. They couldn't release it, like, even if they needed
2077,
the time,
that's what it was.
2077, but the original tabletop game was 2020, so they had to release it in 2020. Yeah. So I think it's the significance of that, like, the marketing aspect of things is like the reason why they release at the state they release in when they release. So I think that was honestly at least for Halo, and Cyberpunk as well. But Halo, I think it was like, because it's 20 years, you're not gonna push it back just for co-op. But it just didn't make sense, like, why co-op wasn't such a like,
it wasn't a priority,
you know what I mean?
for
Like,
them. Yeah,
right. That's the word. Yes, priority.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, I always had co-op.
And my wife loves Halo, but she doesn't like the multiplayer, so she likes to play like co-op, like play through the story. So like, I was waiting to play the campaign until I can play with her, and I'm like, I don't know when this is coming. No idea.
Since you brought up Cyberpunk, I just want to shout out to the community that rushed the game out. You were so eager to play the game, you didn't like the way it looked. Damn, how unfortunate.
How unfortunate.
That's all I see.
I still stand by that game as being excellent, but there's definitely things.
You mean after all the patches on the date that they wanted to release it? Damn.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Okay.
It was like, I don't even know. People put themselves through a lot of stuff to finish that game. I put myself through a lot of stuff to finish that game. Like, I don't think in like, looking back, like, I don't think I would have ever put myself through any other, like, I don't think there's any other game I would have been like, yo, no, like, this is going in the garbage. Like I look at the scores now, and like, I don't understand how it got a 9 at launch. Like, that don't make sense to me.
Okay, I gotta sit down for this one. Hold on.
I don't understand how the base model PS4 Xbox One got a 4. Like, that should have got a 1.
It should never released at all, bro. Like,
it's an unplayable game.
Because people are paid to review. I'm just gonna say it, okay?
Like, the game is unplayable. Like, you cannot give an unplayable game anything higher than a 1. It's unplayable.
That game was that game looked like
straight down.
Remember? Do you remember playing any RPG game on the PS2?
Original PlayStation 1?
Yeah, like dude, the PS1 graphics look better than the doggone PS4 release of Cyberpunk. Like, let's keep it a bin. They got work to do.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to have been playing it on PC, so I didn't have to deal with any of that. But that had its own issues, of course.
Oh, the PC.
Oh, if I didn't get a
the graphics.
Yeah, right. If I played it on the PS5, but if I didn't have a PS, and it was still rough on the PS5.
I was gonna say it wasn't optimized for PS5 at all.
Like, like, the graphics were decent, but like, it crashed every hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every hour, like you better have saved every 20 minutes, because like, it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash.
You know, I'll be pausing and auto saving every doggone minute, because at any moment, just, like, come on,
like, done. But I don't think that was a game that should have ever released at launch. Like, when it did, like, godly.
What's it? Thanks to the community.
Well, I mean, I think it was honestly, like, not just the community, but the investors too. Like, they put all this money into it. They're like, yo, you can't just keep delaying our shit. Come on, just send shit out.
Yeah.
But there's reasons that people delay their games. It's not finished for the customer's eyesights. It's not ready.
Well,
and then
listen,
when you have a consumer saying, go ahead.
No. Remember, I've said this 100 times, Oni, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you are only allowed to delay a game once and give me a release date. If you have to delay it more than twice, it's an indefinite delay.
Mm-hmm.
Do not give me a release date if it's more than... If you have to... Once, I'll accept it. But if it's twice, like how they did Dying Light 2,
mm-hmm.
They pushed it back once. The second time they did it, they're like, oh, no, when it's ready. Like, we can't even... That's it.
Yeah.
Do not give me a release date if you have to, like, oh, April, oh, September, oh, November, oh, bro, no, the game is not done. Stop.
Right.
Stop.
I ain't gonna cap though. Dying Light is good though.
Bro, let's talk about it. What you feeling, man?
Let's go.
Because
Look, look, that
What's up,
parkour is
retro?
real.
Mm-hmm.
The parkour is real on Dying Light 2. I promise you.
yes.
It's actually good though. So far as like where I progressed, I like how they added like the whole tutorial as part of like everything else. Cause like the tutorial just teach you certain things, and then you get straight into it again, and then you learn these skills. They have different skills now to where it's attack, and then there's parkouring. So you gotta learn everything differently. It's
Deep.
definitely different from the first one, the first Dying Light. I can tell you that right now. But
Yeah.
bruh,
Oh yeah. Okay.
I feel like the first Dying Light was also like mad good though.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It
It was.
was one part that scared me, and I was done with it. Y'all know I don't do horror games like that. So
No,
If you didn't know, now you
that's
know.
the thing about Dying Light 1, dog. Because Dying Light 1, it was one of the. Well, I don't know. I didn't play like a lot of zombie games in like the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. So like I didn't really play like Left 4 Dead and then the Dead Island or anything like that. But the Dying Light, when they had that day-night mechanic, and you went to, because the zombies in the day weren't the same zombies in the night, yo.
they were sleep.
Do they still have? Yeah, do they still have it in Dying Light 2? That day-night mechanic?
It's even
I-
more intense.
It's
I
worse.
think.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's worse.
And
Like a
they-
lot. Like
yeah.
in the day they'd be like, "Hey man, what you eating? Brain." At nighttime they were like, "Hey, we going out? We go to club brain." Like they everywhere.
Everywhere.
And
Spilling out of
spoiler
places,
alert.
bro.
Spoiler alert. There's new ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There's new ones.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I love Dying Light for that, man. Dying Light was so good, so good, man.
Yeah.
So
They-
good.
They did a
I still got
phenomenal
to finish
job.
it. It was
Have you been playing co-op, Cheese, or have you been playing it single player?
No, I play single player until I'm able to play multiplayer. Because the second I get on multiplayer, I'm everywhere. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro,
And the crazy thing is, I was upset at the fact. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I was upset at the fact that when I bought or when I got the certain edition, I had some stronger weapons than I had. I was like, why is it that I'm using these weak ass weapons and this is in my storage? And I left it in there accidentally. I was like, I didn't pull it out. So
yeah,
man, like they get stronger and they get faster, and then you have other dudes going up against you. They'll cuss you out before they smack you. Man,
they
everything
do.
is going on, man.
they be cussing you out, bro. And like it's like a lot of dynamic emergent gameplay that happens. So like I've played it single player and I've played it multiplayer, and with friends it's hilarious, but it's also like you don't feel that overpowered because at any point any of your opponents can go down. Any of them.
Yeah.
Like they can miss a jump and then they're dead. And or they can miss time of parry and they get bombarded by enemies. They did a good job balancing. Yeah.
My parkour
I seen that
trash.
jump thing.
Just let you know.
So we're gonna be seeing Cheese on distance jumping off, and all right, man, there's nothing there, man. You just jumped off and it ain't nothing.
I'm gone. Like, but no, like,
Please.
it's overall a good game though. Like I say, like check it out. They probably delayed it twice, but it's actually worth the wait.
I agree.
Oh no! That's one of the ones I praise for. Like
Mhm.
I praised it, and I haven't even played it yet. But like I praise them for how they handled their delay, right?
Mhm.
Like you gotta applaud delays like that, right? Like they're like, we have to delay that indefinitely. Like we don't know when this is coming out. We can't give you a date. We can't keep giving you dates. It's unfair to the players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you can't sit here and say, yeah. And granted, I'm not saying that if you delayed it and you feel like that target date for real is gonna be the date, right? Like if that's the case, fine. But like you can't give me a target date and then say, oh no, we gotta delay it again. Give me a new target date. Oh no, we gotta delay it again. Give me a new, like, dude, just delay it indefinitely.
When it's done,
Right?
it's done.
Because that when it's done, it's done. Because it's not only just the community, us as gamers, but obviously it's the devs. Right?
Right.
Like you're making them crunch.
Yeah, and they want to put out the best that they can.
Right.
So I feel like yo, one delay with a release date. The rule should be, the common rule should be one delay with a release date, 2 indefinite.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I always feel.
I
If
agree.
it's 2 indefinite, and then come back and say, oh no, now we're ready because we got everything together, and give me a new release date.
And give me a trailer.
Mm.
Like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're finished.
Right. Let me feel that. Yeah. So
That would be dope.
I feel like our last question or our last topic, I want y'all to choose between these two. What do y'all want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Pokemon Legends, or you want to talk about Sifu?
Sifu.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I assume you've been playing it.
The game cheating. All
Yo,
right.
it do be cheating, bro.
That game be cheating, bro. I ain't look.
It do be cheating, bro.
I've experienced games like this, but I never
Hold on.
experienced a game like this. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, dude, like I went way past my age. I am beyond going. Like, man, I was age 45 when I went to the club.
Bro, that's the second
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. Thank you. My point exactly. I ain't supposed to be here tonight.
I'm too old for this club shit, bro.
They got me in the club trying to man. And the way they do it is so different. It's so like, first of all, I die, I get older. What?
Yeah, and then if you die again, you get much older.
Older. Like I went from age 20 to 36 on stage 1. I was like, nah, I'm starting over. This is BS. I can't do this. How do I get 16 years older dying this many times? Like, how does this work, bro? Like, but the game is so good though. The game is really good. And I was unaware in the beginning that this dude was already a master. So I'm wondering why I'm catching bottles and stuff. I'm like, I caught a bottle. Wow, I hit it right in the face. And I'm like,
I'm him. Oh, okay.
You just displayed to me all the skills that I could have, and now I have to work for it.
And I felt so strong when I was using them. I was like, yes.
Right. I mean, I'm kicking around small chairs. I'm catching bottles. I'm hitting people with combos I've never seen before. I'm like, yo, I am the master. This is my house. No, it's not.
It is not, sir. It is not.
Gotta start from scratch. God dog it.
It is.
But it's a great game, man.
It's a great game, but it is so much harder than I ever imagined it was going to be. And I feel like the game, as you play, picks up on how you play and gets harder. I don't know if it actually does that, but it feels like it. Because like my first run of the first level, I was fucking people up, bro. I was left and right, just like catching hands, throwing people.
They made you feel unstoppable.
And then, but like I'm talking about like the first like actual level. Like I was going through it. I was like, this is easy peasy. And then I died to like one specific thing because like they don't let you heal at all. Like the way you heal in that game is taking people down. Yeah. That's it.
I saw that. I was like, what's this technique? What's that technique? Right. And then it's one dude that powers up if he like, you know,
whenever you do a takedown,
and then he powers up like Kaioken. I'm like, yo, why you getting more strong on me, yo? Like, who are you?
That shit happened to me like 3 times in a row, bro. I was like, I have no health. Please let me take him down.
And then they hit you more than like they do more than like 3 hits though. So it's like bow, bow, bow. And then he comes around with a roundhouse kick. I wasn't ready for this. Hold on. Where you get this technique from? And then only way that you be able to get stronger is if you die. That's the crazy thing.
Exactly.
You can't do anything else. The only way you get stronger is if you die or you get the Jade piece. But the Jade piece, no, I want the other techniques.
It drives me crazy because I'm such a I don't want to say perfectionist, but in a way I am. I'm trying to go through without dying. But the only way that your hits get stronger is if you die.
If you die.
But if you die too much, then your health pool gets lower. So it's like
it's catch-22, man.
It is.
That's such
Because I didn't know the older you get, the more powerful you become as far as physically. Like I was in my 50s taking Centrums. I'm like, hold on, man, this ain't it. I'm not strong enough at all. But I realized like I am getting stronger, but I'm also getting weaker. So it's like I mastered my abilities, but at the same time, my abilities are trash when it comes to weaving, dodging, all that stuff. I can't do all that. So I'm backing up like.
You got the dodge.
In my 20s, I'm like, weave. I can't do all that now.
Oh, wait, so they actually limit how much you can dodge when you get older?
No, it's not a limitation. It's just slower. Oh. Like, if you don't realize, like, in your 20s, you're like, man, weave. But when you're in your 50s, you be like, weave.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's dope.
But, bro, like... Oh, man, but the enemies on there, the ones I hate the most is the big dudes, because they can powerbomb you on sight. Like... I try so hard to dodge these things, but they powerbomb me on sight. And you know, when you're younger, it's not that much damage. But when you in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, it's your whole health bar is gone. Just gone.
Oh my God.
So prepare for it.
All right. I've only gotten to level 2, and that's only because I'm trying to go past on the last level to do it better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how the game is. It's like a roguelite. Like you play through the mission before it so that you have a lower age counter on the next mission. And you can keep doing that as many times as you want, but
I gotta start over then because I can't be going to the club at age 45. Nah, man.
Do the first level again. Yeah,
I don't even know what these drinks are anymore. What's this drink? What? Huh?
It's a slip and slide, man. No. It is wild. Yo, I recommend Sifu for anybody who likes a challenge and who loves martial arts. If you like both of those things and you want to go back in there, and I think it's made by the same developers who made Absolver. So if you kind of like that vibe and feel, you're gonna really like this game.
It's definitely good, and I will say, this is gonna be a selfish plug. You know what I'm saying? If you do buy seafood, you know what I'm saying? Only, do you have an Epic code?
I sure as hell do.
Did you let them know before I do mine?
Hey, no. You do yours first. Use this as an advertising space, and I'll tell them about mine after, and then we good.
Nah, man, it's your plug. Nah, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Only let them know what to do at checkout, man.
Hey, man, listen. Just use code Black-Only, or is it Black_Only? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Lord, you can't even get the right one.
I messed up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Black Oni, one word.
We need the full plug, baby.
One word. Black Oni. Use that shit at checkout. If you're playing on PC and you got Epic, well, you have to use Epic Games in order to get the game. Use code Black Oni. Support your boy. You're not gonna spend any more, but you're gonna help me out. And same thing goes for Big Cheese.
Mine's is Black Oni as well. So yeah, support the culture. All right, use that at checkout. Yeah.
I didn't tell him to say that.
Yeah, I did.
You heard it here first, people. Use that. Black Oni.
Use code Big Cheese. Is it kid or just Big Cheese?
It's neither.
Bruh, what?
BCK at checkout, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. You got to put on the jazz voice. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Use the code BCKIT, you know what I'm saying? And thank you for supporting the community. Yeah. But it ain't about me. It's Black Oni. Use that code at checkout.
It's about us, bro. It's about us.
Use the code BC Oni at checkout. No, support, y'all. Support matters, all right? Support always matters. So you better freaking support, all right?
It
does. Your front hand and backhand.
Talking about seafood, trying to get them. Woo.
Show you what these hands do, boy. Me.
Oh man, it is always a pleasure to run a podcast, but more so specifically, always a pleasure to be vibing with you, man. Big Cheese. I appreciate the time that you give to me on a regular basis, and I appreciate it today. Same thing goes to you, audio lover. I appreciate that you enjoy being on this podcast, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it as we keep going. We're almost at episode 100, which is just I feel like a lot of podcasts.
I was this close.
Hey man, you could be on the next one. You could be on 100. Whatever.
No, I actually like number 99 is actually pretty good for me. You know why? Because like I was a big fan of like Warren Sapp of the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like he was short but unstoppable in the front line. So it's like I always wanted to be like him growing up. Now I realized I was an adult saying this. I'm like, I can't be another adult when I'm
already an adult.
I'm already an adult, but man, I'm grateful to be a part of history, man. To be a part of this is a wonderful experience, and usually I not on podcasts or anything like that because I'm always like doing stuff or I'm gaming, but I had a free day and I'm glad to be here and be a part of greatness. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, man. And it's people don't realize, like I said earlier, you don't realize like a lot of the times creators don't have the time to do certain things that they would like to do, and stuff like this is just an excuse to actually be able to do it. So I'm glad I can help make that a reality, man.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Always.
And we shall move forward.
Yes,
to a great
absolutely.
future.
Everyone, please do me a huge favor. If you are watching or listening, wherever you are, whatever it is you're doing, this is going to be on every podcasting platform available. So you're going to be able to hear this wherever you are, whatever you're doing, on a toilet or driving. Make sure you go follow Big Cheese, KIT, on Twitch,
Hell
on
yeah.
Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Go follow him. Go follow the Audio Lover as well. Both of them have been really gracious and dope to just have here and providing their time and energy. And go do the thing. Go follow them. Tell them Oni sent you. Thank you, waiter. Big below.
And make sure y'all return the favor. All right.
Mm.
Because if I have to say this more than once, that only means you ain't do it the first time I told you to. Go follow Black Oni and go follow the Audio Lover because they need that love. All right, give them their flowers. Or if they don't like flowers, give them roses. If they don't like roses, give them lilies. If they don't like any, just give them candy. All right, we all love some snacks.
I love
right?
candy.
Hey, man. Men can love flowers too, all right? Give us some flowers, yeah. Give them let the petals fall from the sky.
Exactly. But no, I appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you too. I'm going to be playing something with Mercedes and Rashad and K Meezy in a little while. But before I do that, make sure everyone who's watching here, I'm going to take a break. Go to Big Cheese's stream because he's going to keep the action going. He's going to be vibing.
I want you to relay a message to Sadie's for me, all right?
I got you.
She can still get her ass whooped in Knockout City, so it's nothing, all right? You let her know exactly what I said.
The smoke is here, and we're going to schedule a day next week to get everybody together to bring that smoke along.
Set the date, and I will bring the smoke with no nicotine patch. I'm all for it. Let's get it.
Woo.
Mm.
You've been running
Heard it
from
here
me.
first.
I'm going to hit it with that. And she's going to be like, I know what she's going to say. She's like, man, I ain't scared of his ass. Bring it.
All right, bet. I'm here. So all she's gonna see is a Knockout City ball right in her face. Boink, and that's it. But no, all love to her though. She's awesome.
Yes.
Let her know, you know what I'm saying? I miss her. And I'm gonna give her a hug with a ball in my face. Bow! Dodgeball. I want y'all to be talking about, ball, Paul. Shut up.
Listen,
I'm in a dodgeball.
sometimes you just got to get balls in your face, man. Don't worry about it. It's just another Wednesday.
That's it. I'm done.
No
No.
ball.
Thank you, everybody.